All right, so we're not going to rearrange this equation at all. All we're going to do is we're going to substitute y with -7 and follow the steps we usually follow, which is to distribute, combine like terms, isolate the variable term, solve for the variable, and then we'll go back and we can check it. So I'm going to rewrite the entire problem. And now I'm going to substitute -7 in for y. Now, normally when you see parentheses, you distribute. But in this case, we can actually simplify what's in the parentheses before we distribute. And it makes the problem a lot easier. So I'll rewrite the problem again. -7 plus 7, 0. And somebody, if you've got something different, please tell me. I'm going through this for the first time. I'll rewrite the problem. 2 times 0 is 0. The left side of the equation, the numerator, we're going to group it. We're going to treat it as kind of like a single entity. Maybe if I put parentheses around it, it'll be more obvious to you that the next thing we should do is undo the dividing by 5 by multiplying by 5 each side. First of all, if I have a fraction and it's going to equal 0, the numerator is going to have to be what? 0. 0 over 5 is going to give me 0. And you'll see that in a minute, because what I'm going to end up with is 2x minus 1 has to equal 0. Now, let's solve this in our heads before we go any further, and then we'll do it algebraically. What? I'm going to cover this piece. What number do I subtract 1 from in order to get 0? What goes under my figure to make this true? 1. If that's going to be 1, 2 times what gives me 1? Yes. 0.5 or 1/2. Let's see if this works. I'm going to isolate the variable term. 2x equals 1. Divide both sides by 2 in order to solve for the variable. X equals 1/2. So with these problems, you don't have to rearrange the equation. Simply substitute in the value you're given for the appropriate variable and then solve. Now, I could do the check of 2 times 1/2 minus 1 over 5 should equal 2 times -7 plus 7, because I am saying when y equals -7, x is going to equal 1/2. So this should balance out. I get 1 minus 1 over 5 equals 2 times 0. I get 0 over 5 equals 0. I get 0 equals 0. It all checks out. I want you to please take note as to how much I have done in order to solve that problem. If I'm in your shoes, I am probably fitting 2, maybe 3 problems on the same side of a piece of paper. So if you're doing 10 of these, you're using 3 pieces of paper. And that's what I should see when I collect the checklist. This amount of work. The only way to get good at this stuff, the only way to be able to crunch those numbers you're going to need to crunch in physics class in high school, is to get this stuff down right now and do the work and practice, practice, practice. We good? Yeah? All right, take out your checklist.